Hi everyone. So today in this video, we will learn how to install and set up MySQL Server and Workbench, and also we will be creating our very first database in the same video. So let's get started. Okay, so go to Google and type MySQL. So you will find this website which is www.mysql.com. So go to that. Here on the top, we can see a downloads section. So click on downloads. Then scroll down a little bit and here we will see MySQL community downloads. So click on that. Then here on this web page, we can find MySQL installer for Windows. So click on MySQL installer for Windows. Now here we can see that the latest version of MySQL, which is 8.0.44, is already selected, and also the operating system is already selected. Now here on the bottom, we can see two options for the installer. Now here we can see we have to choose the second one, which is 558.3 MB. So this will support both 32-bit systems and 64-bit systems. So click on download. Then click on no thanks, just start my download. So this will start the download process for the MySQL installer. So wait for the download to get finished. Alright, so once the download gets completed, go to the installer that we have downloaded. Then click on yes. So this will open the MySQL installer. So here we can see we have multiple options. So here I will be clicking on custom so that we know exactly what we are going to install. So click next. So here we can see we have MySQL servers. So click on the plus icon. So here we can see we have multiple version options over here. So we will be downloading the latest one, which is 8.0.44. So now click on this right arrow. Then we can go to applications. Then we will be downloading MySQL Workbench. So here again, click on MySQL Workbench of the same version, which is 8.0.44, and click on the right arrow. Then do the same thing for shell as well. So here again, we will be installing the MySQL shell application as well. So after that, we can see on the right side, we have these three products which we want to install. So now click on next. So here we can see that path is given at which the specific products will be installed. So click on next, click on yes. So here we can see all the three products are ready to install. Now click on execute. So this will start the installation process for all the three one by one. So let's wait for the installation to get finished. So now we can see that all the three applications are now installed on the system. Now click on next. So now we can see we are ready to configure the MySQL server. So now again, click on next. So here we can see that the TCP port is 3306, which is fine. So now click on next. Then here we have to set the password for the MySQL server now. So click on next. And here we have to set the root password. So set a particular password that you can remember or note it somewhere. Okay, so now click on next. Now again, click on next. So this will start the MySQL server and click on execute. So now here we can see it is starting the MySQL server. So once it's started, we are good to go. All right, so now we can see that the configuration of MySQL server was successful. So click on finish to continue. So configuration status we can see over here is complete. So again, click on next and click on finish. So this will start the MySQL shell and the workbench both. Okay, so now go to the location at which you have installed the MySQL server. So here you will have a bin folder. So copy the path of that bin folder. Then go to search and type env. Then here go to environment variables. Then under the system variable options, you will find this path. So double click over here. And now here click on new and paste that bin path that you have copied. So click on OK. Again, click on OK and here also. So now we can see that the system variable is also set for MySQL. Okay, so after that, go to search, type CMD. Now open command prompt and here let's check if the MySQL is installed properly. So for that, type MySQL hyphen hyphen version. So we can see that the correct version of MySQL is installed on the system. So that part is verified now. Now let's log into the MySQL server. So type MySQL hyphen U, which is for user. Then type the username, which is root. Then type hyphen P for password and click on enter. Now here enter the password that you have set while the installation process. Then click on enter. So we can see that we are now logged in to the MySQL server. Now let's check that what are the current databases which are present on our MySQL server. So now type show databases semicolon. So basically what we are doing now is we are trying to check what are the current databases that are present in the MySQL server. So here we can see that these are the default databases which are present in the system, and this is another database which I have created. So you might not find this database, but the other databases you will also see in your system. Now let's create our first database on the local machine. So for that, type create database space the name of the database. So let's say it is Vimansh DB. Again, add semicolon and enter. So we can see here that query OK and one row affected is the output, which implies that the create query that we have ran right now is successfully ran. So just to check that again, let's type show databases semicolon. So now we can see that Vimansh DB is also created in the MySQL server. Now we will be using this DB in the further project applications, and also we will be connecting the same DB to the Spring Boot application which we create. All right, so after we have created our first database, now let's also check the connection using the MySQL Workbench. So MySQL Workbench is basically the UI version of performing the MySQL operations using the application instead of the shell. So here, click on the plus icon. Now here, give any name to the connection. So let's say it is Vimansh DB underscore connection. Now here, let the username be root. Then click on store in vault. Now here type the password, which is the password you have used while the installation process. Then click on OK. Then click on test connection. So we can see successful pop-up over here. That means the password is correct, and then click on OK. So we can see that this new connection is established. Now click on that. So here we have the command line which we can use for performing any MySQL query in the database which we have created. So in the next video, we will learn how to create our first Spring Boot application. Also, we will be running that application in the IntelliJ machine, and in the further coming videos, we will connect the database which we have created right now with the same Spring Boot application. So stay tuned and keep learning.